Welcome to Module 5, Verified Mobile App Hosters and Deployers. This module is part of the Mobile App Development course, where we bridge the gap between building an application and getting it into the hands of real users. What you will learn. In this module, we will demystify the deployment process. Our learning objectives include navigating the submission requirement for the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store, exploring alternative distribution channels and enterprise MDM solutions, evaluating cloud hosting services like Firebase and Superbase, comparing enterprise cloud platforms including AWS, GCP, and Azure, establishing industry standard deployments practices such as staged rollouts and semantic versioning, and integrating post-launching monitoring tools. Introduction. Deploying reliably to real users at scale. Building a mobile app is only half the journey. Deploying it reliably, securely, and at scale to real users is the other half, and it demands as much care and expertise as the development process itself. We will cover everything from official app stores to back-end hosting and post-launch monitoring. Remember, our key principle for this model: deployment strategy is an architectural decision, not an afterthought. Google Play Store, the primary Android distribution platform. For Android, the Google Play Store is the primary distribution platform. Key requirements include one-time lifetime developer fee of 25 USD and a preference for the Android app bundle or AAB format over the traditional APK. The AAB format is highly efficient, reducing download sizes by up to 65% by delivering only device-relevant resources. When preparing your release, ensures your store listing, privacy policy, content rating, and signed AAB are all ready for the 1 to 3 day review process. Release checklist, app icon and feature graphic, store listing, title description, screenshot, privacy policy URL required, content rating, questionnaire completed. Apple App Store and Test Flight, iOS distribution and beta testing platforms. The Apple Store represents a different ecosystem with a 99 USD annual developer program fee. Review times generally range from 24 to 48 hours. With strict enforcement of human interface, guidelines, and functional requirements, a critical component of iOS deployment is test flight, which allows you to distribute beta build to up to 10,000 external testers. Note that beta builds in test flight automatically expire after 90 days. App review checks. Functionality. App must work as described. Design must follow human interface. Content, no prohibited or unsafe content. Alternative stores and enterprise distribution, reaching users beyond Google Play and the App Store. Beyond the primary stores, you should consider other channels. The Samsung Galaxy Store is pre-installed on Samsung devices globally, while Huawei's App Gallery is critical for markets where Google services are unavailable, requiring specific Huawei mobile services integration. For businesses, we utilize mobile device management or MDM solutions such as Jamf, Microsoft Intune, or VMware Workspace. Want to deploy application directly to enterprise managed devices. Amazon App Store, available on Amazon Fire tablets and Android devices, accepts the same APK as Google Play. Reach Amazon ecosystem users globally, including children Fire tablet market. Firebase app distribution. Google tools for distributing pre-release built to test group across both Android and iOS. Integrate with Pestline and CI/CD pipelines for automated beta delivery. Firebase, the most widely used mobile backend platform. Firebase backend services for mobile app hosting. Firebase remains one of the most widely used platforms for mobile app hosting. Its suite of tools is comprehensive, including Cloud Fire Store, real-time NoSQL database, document database with real-time synchronization and offline support, scales automatically, generous free Spark plan, support complex queries and collection groups, cloud functions, serverless backend logic, function triggered by Firestore event, HTTP request or authentication events or scheduled tasks, no server provisioning or maintenance, scales automatically to 0 when idle. Then the next one is cloud messaging, FCM, push notification. Cross-platform push notification to Android and iOS, completely free with no volume limit. It supports topic messaging, device groups, and data-only background messages. Authentication, that is identifying management. It multi-provider authentication, email/password, Google sign-in, Apple sign-in, phone, Facebook pre-built UI component for Android and iOS, JWT session managed included. Crash Lytics, real-time crash reporting, automatic crash capture with full stack traces, devices info, and reproduction step, integrate with alert system, track non-fatal errors and ANRS, Android not responding. Firebase hosting, web and PWA hosting, CDN-backed static hosting for web app, PWS and web content, served alongside mobile app, free SSL certificate, custom domain support, and one command deployments. FCM, it providing free cross-platform push notifications. Cloud platforms, AWS, GCP, Azure, and Superbase. Choosing the right cloud platform for your backends. When scaling beyond Firebase, you must choose the right infrastructure. AWS Amplify offers API Gateway, Lambda, and DynamoDB, making it an excellent choice for enterprise-scale backends. Superbase, an open-source alternative to Firebase that is built on GRE ideal for teams for prioritizing SQL-first data models. GCP and Azure. These platforms offer robust services like Cloud Run and Cosmos database, respectively, and are prepared for large-scale corporate deployments where specific infrastructure control is required. Deployment best practices. Release strategies for professional mobiles apps. Professional deployment requires a disciplined approach. We use stage rollout, releasing to 5%, 20%, 50%, and finally 100% users to monitor stability before a full launch. We also employ semantic versioning, using a major, minor, and patch structure to clearly communicate the nature of our update. Finally, first launch monitoring using tools like Crashlytics, Sentry, or Firebase performance is not optional. It is essential for maintaining application health. Like Firebase Crashlytics, Sentry, Firebase Performance, Firebase Analytics, Mixpanel/Amplitude, which is used for advanced retention and conversion analysis, while Firebase Analytics is used for behavior and engagement funnels. Do's and don'ts in app deployments. Do's and don'ts in app deployments. Do test on physical devices before every production release. Use stage rollout for all updates. Never release to 100% immediately. Set up Crashlytics and Analytics before publishing to any users. Prepare a documented rollback plan before every release. Version all your builds using semantic versioning from the start. Monitor crash rates, rating, and key metrics after every release stage. Don't. Never release to 100% of your user base immediately. Avoid publishing without crash reporting and never hardcode environment variables, as this poses a significant security risk. Don't hardcode environment variables. Use proper script management. Don't ignore negative reviews and crash report after launch. Act fast. Key takeaways. What you must remember and apply. Google Play, 25 USD one-time fee, AAB format, 1 to 3 day review, 190 plus countries. Huawei App Gallery requires separate HMS integration, essential for Huawei users where Google is unavailable. Superbase is the best open source Firebase alternative for teams who prefer post-GRE SQL and SQL queries. Semantic versioning, major minor patch, communicate the nature and impact of every release clearly. Apple App Store, 99 USD per year, 24 to 48 hours review, strict guidelines, test flight for up to 10,000 beta testers. Firebase is the fastest way to add back-end services. Authentication, database, notification, crash reporting, and analytics. Then you must also remember stage rollouts, 5%, 20% to 50% to 100%. Always protects existing users from critical bugs at release. Post-launch monitoring with Crashlytics, Sentry, and Analytics is essential, not optional, for any live app. You must remember this. You must remember and apply all this. Model 5 assessment. Your assessment for this model is divided into two parts. Part A, 20-point knowledge quiz covering the core concept of this model. Part B, an 80-point written reflection, 500 to 600 words in length. You are tasked with outlining a scaling strategy for a fintech app moving from 50,000 to 500 users, including your choice of cloud hosting and your approach to monitoring. Please refer to the assessment rubric for grading criteria regarding content, organization, and use of model concept. Conclusion. Choosing the right deployment and hosting strategy is critical and architectural decisions that affect cost, scalability, reliability, and long-term developer productivity. The choices made at deployment time have lasting implications for the technical health of a product. From Google Play and the App Store through Firebase, and AWS, the right platform depends on your app scale, your team's expertise, and your users' need. Deploy strategically, monitor obsessively, and scale confidently. Key takeaway: deploy strategically, monitor obsessively, and scale with confidence. Thank you.